Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to give you a collective reading. Thank you for clicking here. I hope you will be entertained, and I will do my best. Pay no attention to the person behind the curtain. All right, so we're just here to do a collective reading, just pulling energies from wherever they'll come from. I'm just asking for good energy. Please tell me about what's going on in the energies today as I drop these cards, and please messages for those who would receive them, for those who are open to the messages, those who need counsel. Thank you. Thank you to my guides, angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael. Thank you for keeping me safe. All right, what do we got here? Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Interesting. Abundance is pouring into your life, collective. Yeah, just tell me why, or how you're feeling about that. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Now, as I look at this card, the kind of abundance we have here, it looks like they're cherry picking, which is interesting. It looks like it could be cherries, it could be apples, I could be way off. Maybe apples, you decide. But I feel like, yeah, there is a selection process, right? So they would pick all the apples. They would take the bad apples out immediately because they wouldn't want them to spoil the rest, right? So I feel like abundance is pouring out onto your life, or into your life, it says here. But I think you're going to have a choice about what kind of abundance you want to pour into your life. These, yeah, I think I've decided these are apples. Yeah, and I feel as though, they have a net. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at the net. Yeah, I feel like somebody's going to jump and they're going to be caught by the net. And I heard that quote on, I think it was, I was watching Love Off the Grid, it might have been, I'm sorry, Trash TV, my favorite. But yeah, the guy said, you know, what I realized is instead of waiting to move out of the city and off grid, he said, I thought I would just jump. And when I did, the net appeared. And then I realized that the universe was in charge. I thought that was kind of beautiful. And that's what it reminds me of. So the infinite abundance is coming in. You are going to have a choice, collective. It's like you're going to be able to cherry pick. I think that's why I heard that. You're going to be able to cherry pick which abundance you want. You're going to have so much coming at you that you're going to be able to pick which abundance is going to be best for you. Wow. Okay. A little heavy on the first card, don't you think, Charlie? If you're new, Charlie is my main guide. Okay, wait. Okay. Peace. Infinite abundance. Peace. Purpose. And gratitude. Wow. Well, we did have this one. I will turn it over as well. Because it was 4 altogether. And I'm always the one saying, shouldn't be giving blessings back to the universe, right? Take my own messages here. Okay, so abundance is pouring into your life, and you're the one that has to make the decision about which types of abundance you want. Oh my gosh, collective, I'm feeling like it's like, no, I don't think we should spend money on that kind of silver. But the person that you're with is like, what do you mean? There has to be actual silver when people visit our home to have dinner. And you're like, no, it's too expensive. I feel like there is infinite abundance, but I feel there's two energies who are very much different in what abundance is and how money has a place in their life, because I feel like these are two opposites. So I feel like one is like someone who's like, come on, we deserve it. And the other one is like, yeah, I don't think we do. I don't really think it's necessary. Like one's very practical and one is very much about, you know, the finer things maybe, because they work hard. It's not a bad thing to want the finer things. You work hard for your money. Yeah. So hard for it, honey. That's what Donna Summer said, right? Okay, so back to this. The infinite abundance here, you are going to be able to select that abundance. Part of that abundance is going to be peace. And it says here, I am a being of love, and I realize and I release all negative energy. And then we have purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Guess what? Somebody's realized their purpose. Look how beautiful those cards go together. Peace and purpose. Oh my gosh. I just love this deck. So I feel as though, yes, you feel one with the other. I feel when you are at peace, collective, you feel like you have purpose. And when you have purpose, you are at peace. Oh, thank you for that. What beautiful energy. Oh my goodness, y'all. I am so grateful for your energy. Beautiful, beautiful collective. Thank you. Okay, and then we have gratitude and self-esteem. So I feel like in finding that you do have a purpose in this life, that gives you peace, vice versa, right? We said, I feel like what's happening now is that there is gratitude. And it says here, gratitude, it says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So I feel because of somebody who knows their purpose and is at peace with that this gratitude here, it ends up opening opportunities of self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Somebody is going to be growing within themselves and realizing they're a light worker, realizing that they do have a special set of gifts that have been blessed upon them when they came to this life. For some of you, like we've talked about in past Light Worker Chronicles, for some of you, you have the gift of blessing someone financially, or the gift of blessing someone by healing them, by bringing them to your home and caring for them and loving them. They may or may not be related to you. Yeah. I feel like there is that somebody finds their self-esteem because they are in gratitude. The self-esteem comes when all of these opportunities come knocking. And the reason the opportunities come knocking for you, collective, is because you have now raised your vibration. You're now in your vibration of gratitude. Anyone who asks me, I say that's how it started for me. Vibration, gratitude vibration. As soon as I started raising my vibration through gratitude, my life changed. It really did. Okay, so we have someone who has found their purpose and it gives them peace. They find the peace and purpose and the purpose in the peace. Let's find out what's going on here. What is the purpose and how is it giving you peace, collective? This may be your reading from your perspective. This may be your reading as you're watching it from the perspective of, maybe this reminds you of someone you know, someone that's in your life. We've got the King of Coins in the reverse. Interesting. So I feel that somebody who is... someone who sees... Someone who really loves money. Someone who loves money, but... Let me just see here. Peace, it says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So I would say that this is release of negative energy. Anytime you're moving, dancing, music, that is a release of negative energy. If you want to up your vibration, an easy, quick way to do that is put on your favorite song and dance to it and sing. Yeah. So I feel like what's going on here is that someone has figured out their purpose, but they feel as though they don't have enough money to get it off the ground. I feel like for some of you, if you don't have enough money to get your project off the ground, I feel like from the Three of Cups, it tells me crowdfunding is your best bet. Finding a bunch of people or persons who are collective in your ideas and your emotions. People who live like you, think like you, I feel people who are emotional and passionate like you. Yeah, and you might even be able to find funding within groups of people who are in your love tribe. Your love tribe might be able to introduce you to someone who is also on your life's purpose and is also at peace, right? Someone who might want to invest in you. I feel like there are things to be learned here when it comes to mixing business and pleasure. I feel like there is somebody here who tends to do that, but you got to be careful. Page of Cups to me is unrequited love. And if you are the King of Coins, maybe you're in the reverse because maybe your finances aren't so stable. Maybe you're partying too much. Maybe this unrequited love Oh, there was unrequited love because someone had you in a third party. That's what it was. Somebody had you in a third party. Yeah, you had to release that negative energy. So I feel as though somebody here might have been in a situation where someone was cheating on them, and the King of Coins is feeling out of balance because I feel as though the King of Coins is the one who's realized that somebody has been stepping out on them. Yeah, there's a third party connection here with unrequited love. Somebody knows. What's this? Someone is hiding something about the kids. There's competition for the children because of money? Competition for the children. Oh gosh, y'all. So somebody here is in a relationship that's going sour. There's unrequited love. So they just fell out of love. And I'm not placing judgment on any of you. I'm divorced myself, right? I'm not placing judgment anywhere. All I'm saying is that what I'm seeing here is there's an unrequited love situation with someone. I feel like there's a couple, and one of this couple is someone who has decided they are going to move up and onward. And the other person is someone who feels as though the other person cheated on them, stepped out on them. So I'm sorry if I'm talking about you, cross watcher. It might not be you. Just remember that. The Page of Cups is the unrequited love. And I feel like somebody fell out of love with their spouse because of, oh my gosh, somebody fell out of love with their spouse. And now what's going on is that the secret is that it's being fought for in the courts right now. And what I see here is that the person who is fighting for the children is only doing it for the money. So whoever is trying to get access to the kids, someone, how do I say this? This person doesn't really care about the kids, is what I'm saying. This person wants access to the kids because they know the other spouse is going to have to pay them. That's why they want access to the kids. Yeah. And I feel like there is somebody here who doesn't want someone to have access to the kids. And I think that's what the fight is about. And the fight's going on in the down low. But I think ultimately what it comes down to is money. What it comes down to is that there are fights over money that are not being talked about. And it does talk about children. So I feel like there is a fight in the courts for kids right now because two people have fallen out of love. And someone has realized that their purpose is something that's higher than the purpose that they're in right now, the relationship that they're in right now. They realize that they do have a purpose, and the purpose is not with this. Tell me about the purpose, please. This is a karmic relationship. The purpose of all of this was to learn lessons, to throw you off balance. The whole purpose of this relationship was to teach you what balance actually is, because this is way out of balance. The whole purpose is to teach you what the balance looks like. First, it had to get way wacky and out of balance. It had to get way wacky and out of balance before you would actually see it for what it was. So when the balance did come, and it will, you would know what the balance was immediately, because holy crap, you know what it's like to be feeling out of balance. For sure you do. So the purpose of what you just went through, this pain, this unrequited love, someone cheating on you, someone trying to get your kids or you getting their kids or whatever it is for money, all of that was to teach you lessons and to teach you what your purpose is. Got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's no more connection here in this. There's it was a false start. It was a karmic relationship and a false start. That's what it was, and that's why it was so out of whack. We have strength here. Yeah, it was meant to build you, collective. It was meant to make you stronger. That's what it was. And see, that's why it's so good to let people, situations, things come and go as they will, because you understand if you hang on to all of this, you can't find your purpose, right? Things have a season in our life for a reason. Yeah. So we have gratitude and self-esteem. And I feel as though after going through a situation like this and now realizing where the balance is, I feel like we're looking at gratitude and how that builds in to self-esteem, because now you're making decisions differently. Now that you know what balance feels like, you are no longer going back to the imbalance. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you might be making contact with somebody, reaching out to someone, maybe giving that person gratitude as well. I feel like you're going to get connected again to somebody that you have been silent with for a long while. I feel like also you could have been holding back because perhaps your finances were being affected at this time. You also had to gain strength. It had to be divine timing, and that's all it is. Sometimes that is all it is. So the Emperor is in reverse. The Emperor is in reverse. Okay. So the opportunity, it says here, gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. I think that the opportunity that is being presented to the Emperor is to maybe get back in balance by connecting with someone that he or she has been feeling disconnected from. Collective, I feel that if you aren't the Emperor, that you are someone that maybe is being told to take the lead on this, to take the lead on connecting with someone. If you are an Aries, it might be someone who is Leo. It might be someone who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It might be someone who's got water in their chart, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. I feel like there is an opportunity in reconnecting, because I feel that being disconnected from whomever you've been feeling disconnected from has affected your self-esteem. And I think that's why the Emperor's in reverse. Yeah, it has affected your self-esteem. It's affected the part of the Emperor that is the leader, because you must have a lot of self-esteem to be the leader. And it says here, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Someone has realized that, I think that their gift is in the leadership, but that they're feeling, when they're not feeling right with themselves or other people, then it's time to make a change. I feel like somebody is in gratitude because they know that lesson now. Yeah. Got the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. Somebody realized that they were not within their wish fulfillment. Yeah. Their wishes were not being fulfilled where they were. And I think it's because of their self-esteem. I think whoever they were with, wherever this came from, whoever they were with was really hard on the Emperor's self-esteem. Yeah, the Emperor's standing back because he's not sure. The Emperor will stand back. Will stand back, and that would be another reason why the Emperor would be in reverse, is if the Emperor was standing back. I feel that here, with the Chariot in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse, that the Emperor is kind of taking one last look at everything before he or she moves forward. I feel like the Nine of Cups is like, is that my wish fulfillment? Is it really? Because if I decide to move on it, then I'm going to have to go for it. Yeah. So it's almost like the last, leaving the apartment that you're moving out of when you buy your first house. It's like the apartment where you grew. Yeah, where you healed, where you grew your roots. It's like that. It's like closing the door on an old situation. I feel like this Emperor is kind of holding back, or it doesn't even have to be an Emperor. It could be a Leo. I feel it is fire or water, though. Yeah, I feel like someone is, taking one last look back before they close the chapter. There's the World. Yep, and this person, whoever you are, collective, you or your person, knows that once this chapter is closed, it's done. It's done and dusted. They're not going back there. They have learned their lesson. Three of Wands in reverse. No more waiting. Yeah, no more waiting. This person's closing this chapter and being done with it. This person is someone who has decided they're going out to see the boats. They're not waiting for the ships to come in. They're going out to see the ships. And someone is just taking control here. The Emperor is in reverse, I feel, because this is a hard thing to do. There are many reasons why an Emperor would be in reverse, y'all. And only which of maybe a very few might mean that this person is abusive. You have to look at the whole situation. When you pull a card like an Emperor and put it up in the reverse, it doesn't necessarily mean that that person's off their rocker or mean. It can mean many things. It can mean many things depending on the cards that are around it. I don't think this person's sinister. I feel like they are having a really hard time deciding what they're going to do when they close the chapter. But I think this person's decided they're no longer waiting, no longer going to be in a deadlock with whomever or whatever situation has had them frozen for so long. I feel like this person's been depleted or feels depleted. And when this chapter does close, I feel like the healing will take place finally. And the long-term relationship, right? Yeah, I feel that someone has a worry that once they close a chapter, that someone else may or may not still be in love with them. I feel like somebody has the knowledge. Yeah, because it was over here, right? It's like the Aries or the person who is the Emperor is disconnected from someone that they're wondering if this person is their Nine of Cups or not. Yeah. Is this my wish fulfillment? I don't know if I should go. You know, there's not sure if there's going to be victory here. Should I take the risk? With the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, someone who's very loving, gives it all to you. We've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse, and we've got the Eight of Wands. Someone's hesitating. Someone's holding themselves back from what looks like a really beautiful connection. I don't know if it's you, but with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, someone's really defensive and isn't going anywhere because they can't make a decision because of this Two of Swords here. Yeah. So what do we do from here? What's up from here? All right. What should we do from here? We've got card number 33. I think that somebody here really has to look very closely at the reasons why they may be sad. I feel like somebody here is waiting on someone to marry them, waiting on someone to grow roots with them, waiting is what I see. Someone is waiting and watching, and it's making them sad because I feel as though they feel that their heart is trapped in a cage, that they don't have a choice as to whether they can move forward to this family, these deep roots, all the options that life is going to throw at them. You know, they want to grow with somebody, but I feel like something is stalled. Somebody's walked away. That's what you're waiting for. Okay, so what you don't see, collective, I think, is that someone actually has walked away. So for those of you who are waiting for someone to walk away from another thing, yeah, I feel as though you don't know that. You can't see it because it's in the moon energy. But I feel like with the Eight of Cups here, with the Eight of Cups here, Eight of Hearts, that somebody has walked away because they see you waiting, because they see you as an option. I'm just going to say, like, I feel like you're obsessive almost about it. When I see the magnifying glass, it's almost like it's a bit obsessive. So if we have a feminine who's obsessing over someone else, please understand that if you put that kind of pressured energy on someone, it's just going to drive them away. But I just don't want you to be sad, because rather than waiting and trying to put a magnifying glass on your sadness, I feel like you could be doing something constructive, like loving on you. Like taking the love that you might have for another, feelings of love, and put that on you while you're waiting. You might as well be doing something while you're waiting, right? Yeah, you don't trust. You gotta trust the process. Yeah, you feel like you're not going to win here. Don't reverse manifest that. I'm saying, collective. Someone's not listening to you. When people stop listening, you stop talking. And I think right now you're in silence. You're listening, you're learning, you're watching. You're hearing that things are being cut out. There's also a fox in the hen house. Somebody does not have the children here at their best interest. I'm just saying. Got the fox, got the cage, got the children right here. Somebody does not have the kids' best interest. And I'm sorry to put it to you like that, but I think that this is going to come to the surface, and it's going to have to be cut away, and it's going to be painful. Absolutely. Okay, look, I'm just going to let it go from here. We've been at this a little bit long, but if this is your story, I guess you'll know. If I could say anything, it would be, just be sure not to make any huge decisions based on anything you see on the internet, because, maybe some of these turns and things that are going on, maybe they seem like yours, but maybe they're not. So just be aware that the only time that you can be sure, and even then, depending on who's reading for you, the only time you can be sure is when you get it based on your own energy. Yeah. So be sure that if you want to be sure, make sure that you go to your favorite and trusted reader, the one that you jive with, and get your story. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you very much for coming here and watching this. I do appreciate you indulging me in doing the thing that I love to do best, which is entertain you. Okay, I'm going to go for